Hi guys, so I have Joe with me on camera again today because we're gonna be working with coconut. Today we'll be making Belizean Cutubrute.
You know what? You watch your Bear Pantry show?
I want you guys to see that this coconut is white on the outside, it's not brown, because the brown ones are older and the meat inside is harder, while the white ones, the meat inside is a little bit softer, and this is what you need when you're doing the coconut candies from Belize, the Tableta or the Cutubrute. So Joe is going to pour the water out and proceed to open up the coconut, and then when I come back we'll be cutting it up into the pieces that we need to do the Cutubrute. Instead of grating the coconut flakes, you just get a little knife and you cut it into little cubes, very small cubes. I don't know why Joe likes to use this curved knife right here, but it's working fine for him and I don't have to do it, so perfect. Okay, so here are the ingredients that we're gonna need. This is one whole coconut and it's cubed or diced up. Joe did that for us already. He opened the coconut, took the water out, took it out the shell, cut it up. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
I always involve him when it involves coconut, okay? Because he's so good at it.
They always let me do all the hard work.
Well, why are you here for?
To look cute.
Alright, so then this is 2 1/3 cups of brown sugar. We're only going to use half the can of the condensed milk. Any brand will do. And this is actually fresh homemade ginger that Joe made from scratch. I'm going to do a video real soon showing you guys how that's done, okay? So let's move over to the stove and start making our Cutubrute. Alright guys, so if you see this big pot on the stove, that's because we're catering. Just kidding. Joe was cooking a big ham for me today, so I'm going to let him get this out of here. And we have a big pot that we're going to be doing the tableta in, okay? So the first thing we want to do is dump the sugar in. And you can't let the sugar melt without getting it damp, okay? So that's the first rule of thumb to know about candy making and melting the sugar. So this actually is the coconut water that Joe got from the coconut. You don't have to use that. You can use any water. But because we have this, we're going to use it. So that's just to make it dampen up. And all Joe is doing is making sure the sugar melts. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to get the milk open. So now we're going to add half the can of the sweetened condensed milk. And we're just eyeballing that, okay? So about half. As you can imagine, it's smelling awesome already. Now what we're going to do is add our coconut. And they're all nicely cubed. I'm so glad Joe was able to help me with that today. Joe's going to stir that to make sure the coconut get coated, the pieces get coated really well with the sugar mixture. And I have the fire on low right now. I'm going to bump it up to just between medium and high. And we don't want it to burn. And we don't really need to stir rigorously here like Joe's doing. We could just stir just to get it coated. And this is going to go for at least 20 minutes, probably more, because we want the coconuts to cook until they're tender, okay? So what I'm doing is adding about a cup of water, just plain old water, so that the coconut pieces can cook, alright? I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple pinch of the ginger, a couple pinches of the ginger. This is about 9 minutes in. Take a look. See, the coconuts are cooking, the coconut pieces are cooking, but it needs to get as dark as the brown sugar. So I'm going to add another cup of water and allow this to cook some more. So we put 1 more cup of water in it and we've allowed it to cook because we want the coconut pieces to be a little bit softer. But what we're going to do now is allow this to reduce down, and then we're going to get to the fun part. It's been going for about 20 to 22 minutes already. So this is a total of about 40 minutes. See, it's getting thick. Now we want to turn the fire down. It's all the way up right between medium and high. We want to turn it down to medium first and then watch that and see. We might have to turn it down to low. I still have Joe here helping me, guys, stirring away. It smells really, really good. We want this to be reduced down until it's almost dry. If you guys notice, it's like releasing from the sides. Kind of like what the fudge did when we made the Belizean fudge. So we're getting there, we're pretty close. See? So now it's being released from the sides. That's a clue. Alright guys, so Joe is bringing the pot over to the baking dish.
Take that out.
Take out the spoon. Okay.
I guess you gotta help me.
He's gonna pour and I help. It smells so good, guys. But we have, you know, endless help with this because you have to move fast. Kind of like with the tableta. I'm gonna try to get everything. Okay, move the pot a little bit, Joe, so we could spread with the spoon.
Let's spread that out.
Alright, so let's spread it out in a thin layer. It's looking like Cutubrute. You know, you guys, Joe doubted me. So it's thin.
Wow.
It's hot.
It's not hot, it's really
It's
hot.
beautiful, huh? It's hot already? Oh, check it out. A couple drops fell on the counter and it's hard already. Okay guys, so I'm just cleaning off the spoon. We want to score it as quickly as we can, okay? Let's see if I can just put the score, not cut all the way through, just kind of score so you could eyeball where you're going to cut it when it's set. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I can. Alright guys, so take a look. Our beautiful Cutubrute. It's similar to the Tableta, except for the Tableta is the coconut flakes are grated, not chopped up like this. Joe, what do you think?
I think you come out excellent.
That's a big compliment to get from Joe because the
Excellent.
most I get from him is, it's alright.
And I'm ready to taste.
That's all he ever does, is eat the stuff. I put this one separately because I want to give that to somebody. But anyways, it's beautiful. We got about 20 to 24 pieces. Some of it smaller than some other pieces. Some of it wanted to crumble a little bit, but I think we kind of touched it when it was a little bit too hot. But it's excellent, and let me be the judge. Joe, sorry, you didn't even say nothing after you tasted it. What does it taste
I
like?
can't.
It's just like I remembered.
It tastes good, folks.
You can put some zest of orange in this too, okay? I just didn't have any, so I didn't put any. It's good though. You can taste the brown sugar. The coconut is soft enough, so I'm glad we cooked it that long. We cooked it like 40 minutes, right?
Roughly about that.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the show. If you liked the video, hit like below. Please share it with your friends and family for me. Until I see you guys again, take care of yourself. Please check out my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk. Also, check out my vlog channel. It's called Babs Bear Talk.